Hello student, this is Yashodhari. In this video, we cover with the Bresenham Line Drawing Algorithms. In last video, we saw the DDA algorithm which will help to draw a line as a, here also we are using a Bresenham as a line draw algorithm. What is the difference between both? In DDA, we are using a line equation to find first we have to finding the slope, right? In Bresenham, we are taking the help of what? The decision parameter. Okay, that is gives a, with the help of decision parameter, we calculating the incremental x and y values. We will continue until we get the final pixel value. Means what is the line? Line having a 2 point, or you say 2 pixels. First one is a initial pixel and a final pixel. With the help of this, we are calculating the intermediate pixel to draw a line. Okay. So how we have to implement? With the help of an algorithm, we will discuss in this video. Okay. What are the other line draw algorithm? First one is a DDA and second one is a Bresenham. We covering the in this video a Bresenham line. Okay. So let's start. Here the algorithm steps are there. First, we have to give the inputs. That's a initial pixel and a final pixel. It indicates if you want to take the initial as a x0 or you can say x1. Depend on your choice, you can assign the xy, y0, right? So here I am taking the x1, y1 as an initial, x2, y2 is a final pixel value. So first need to calculate a delta of x, delta of y, 2 delta of x, 2 delta of y. Why we need this? What is the delta of x? It is a difference between the x2 and x1. Difference between the pixel of a final value and initial value of a x coordinate. As same delta y is calculating with the final y coordinate and initial y coordinates values. So initial first time how we have to calculate the decision parameter. A decision parameter is indicating either you can say P0 or P0 or you say Pk. So first we have to use the formula to calculate the decision parameter with the help of P0 or P0 equals to 2 delta of y minus of delta x. This is the first step to calculate the decision parameter. With the help of this, what we get the Pk value or P0. Based on that, we have to incrementing the x and y coordinates value. How? The two conditions are there. Either Pk has a greater than 1 or less than 1. You can say Pk is a positive or a negative. In case if you have got the Pk value is negative, in that case we have to increment the x and y coordinate. X will be incremented with by 1 and y is taken as an initial value. Okay, or you can say a previous value. So how we have to calculate the next Pk value? Using the formula Pk plus 1 equals to Pk plus 2 delta of y. This is for a negative. What if we get the positive value of a Pk? Then we are incrementing the x and y values with the 1 value incrementing. Means we are incrementing just a x plus 1, y plus 1. Okay. So how we have to calculate the next Pk value? If we get the positive, then Pk plus 1 equals to Pk plus 2 delta of y minus 2 delta of x. Okay. When we have to stop this? When we reach the x2 and y2, that is nothing but a final pixel value of a line. Okay, when we reach the destination pixel value, we need to stop here. So this is a algorithm of a Bresenham to the draw a line. Okay. Now with the example we solve this. Okay. So here I have explained in a case wise. Means case is if pk is less than 1. Then how we have to increment the x and y? Just we discussed, that is we incrementing the 1 in x coordinate and y is as previous. You continue the previous value only. And calculating the next pk is pk plus 2 delta of y. And in case that is a greater than 1 or a positive, then incrementing the both the x and y coordinate with a 1 and plotting the x and y coordinates, and next pk value find out in the pk plus 2 delta of y minus 2 delta of x. I hope this is clear. With the example we see it is easier to getting the algorithm how it flows and how it will performing the initial and final pixels to get a. Okay. The question. Example. Here question is draw a line from k is given 20, 10. Means this is a x value and y value, right? 20 is a x1 value, 10 is a y1 value. B given a 30, 18. Means x2 value is 30 and y2 value is 18. So using Bresenham, how we have to draw a line? Okay. What we calculate first? Delta of x, delta of y. What is the delta of x and delta of y? That is the difference between a final pixel value and initial pixel value, right? So delta of x is x2 minus x1, delta y is y2 minus y1. We have to initialize the values, okay, as the given. So delta x we got the 10 and delta y is 8, right? So first initially we are finding the pk. So what is the formula? That is pk equals to 2 delta of y minus delta of x. We got all the values and simply you have to put the values and get the pk value. Here we get the positive 6 of a pk value. So how we have to increment the x and y value? With the plus 1. Now but what is the initial value of a x1 is 20, right? And y1 is 10. So what is the incremented value? That is a 21 and 11, right? So here we got the, now xi plus 1 equals to 21 means we have to take the xi equals to 21, yi is 11 for we incrementing a next pixel value, right? So now we got the pk is greater than 0 or we can say positive. So how we have to find out the next pk value? That is based on the formula pk plus 1 equals to pk. Here remember this thing, a pk plus 1 is indicating the next pk and pk is what we get, that is a initial value. Okay. Now what is the pk value we got? That is a 6. Okay. Plus 2 delta of y minus 2 delta of x. So what we get? We get the again positive value. Means how we have to increment the x and y with the plus 1, right? So now we are having the 21 and 11. Then what will become now? It's a 22 and 12, right? Why we getting this one clear? Now again we get the positive value. So how we have to calculate next pk value? That is using a same formula, that is pk plus 1 equals to pk plus 2 delta of y minus 2 delta of x. So what we get? We get the negative value. Means how we have to increment the now x and y value? That is x is incremented by 1 and y is as previous one. Means that is a y we having a 12. We continue with the 12 and xi is 21 plus 1 is 22. Now incrementing, how we have to find the next pk value? That is a pk plus 1 equals to pk plus 2 delta of y. Then put the value of a pk, that is minus 2 plus 2 into 10 into 8. Now we get the positive. Means how we have to increment the x and y value? That is incremented by 1. That is 23 plus 1 is 24. 12 plus 1 is 13. So now you get the positive pk. Now use the positive pk plus 2 delta of y minus 2 delta of x. Okay. What we get the pk value? That is a positive 10. So we incrementing the x and y value with a plus 1. What will be the previous x value? Xi value is 24. 24 plus 1 is 25. And y is 13. 13 plus 1 is 14. This is your now initial value of x and y. Now positive 10. So using the again same formula pk plus 2 delta of y minus 2 delta of x. Now what pk value we get? We get the positive. Then simply we incrementing the x and y value with a plus 1. So what is the answer? 25 plus 1 is 26 and 14 plus 1 is 15. Now positive is that. So implementing same formula we get the pk value now is positive 2. Again we have to increment the both x and y values with a 1, that is 26 plus 1 27, 15 plus 1 6. So this is a positive, again using the same formula, but here we get the whatever the pk value we are getting, we have to just inserting on the formula. So now we get the minus pk value. So we have to increment the x and y value. X is increment by 1 and y is previously what we get the, we have to initialize that value. So 27 plus 1 18 and y is same as previous, that is 16. 16 will continue with the y. Now this is pk is negative. So what is the formula we are using? Pk plus 2 delta of y. So minus 2 plus 2 into delta means 8. What we get? That is 14. Positive 14 means we are incrementing the x and y both by the 1. So 28 plus 1 is 29, 16 plus 1 is 17. So positive is there. Using the same formula, again we get the positive value means we have to increment the x and y values by 1, that is 29 plus 1 is 30. Okay. 17 plus 1 is 18. Okay. Here it's some mistake is there. We get the xi plus 1 is 29, right? Here xi is should be, this is not 28, this is a 29. Okay. Sorry for this, it's a 29. So increasing by 1, that is a 30. So here the algorithm will end here. Why? We reach the final pixel value. Okay. So here we are recording the pk value as well as the x and y coordinates to make a graph. A graph looks like this, and just in graph you have to mention the all the pixel value and simply take the starting pixel to end pixel, we make the a line. Okay, this is how the Bresenham line draw algorithm works. Okay, I hope this is clear. We'll do other examples with the Bresenham line, circle as well as the DDA in upcoming classes. Thank you.